So we talked about how these lefties, these people, the Dems on the left, are just kind of nuts. They have no sense of humor. They are crazy people. These are crazy people. They're going after Tesla vehicles, Tesla dealerships. They're doing anything they disagree with. They freak out about, and anything you do to disagree with them or call them out on anything, they freak out and they get really bizarre. So we're going to get into a couple things today about that. Welcome to the Rude Barton Podcast. All right, well, welcome back. Here we are again. Who's this guy right here?
I'm the Rude. That's the Barn, and we're gonna get into it.
If I could stretch my finger through this thing, I'd be poking you right
All
in the
way
ear right
through.
now.
There's
Right there. Probably would work if that worked. Yeah. Did you feel it? Did you a little wet willy in there?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. Little wet willy. Yeah,
right
thanks.
there. You guys.
Right there.
Well, we got you there. Welcome to the Rude Barn Podcast. Please check out our Etsy store, therudebarn.etsy.com. We've got some fun merch up there. Every little thing we sell is we don't make a lot on, but we help push the show and sponsor the show and keep it going. We also have the Bearded Viking.
Yeah, beardedviking.com. They're friends of the show.
Friends of the show. Making need.
Check it out. You can get your booze there, shipped to your front door.
Yeah, beardedviking.com, I believe it is.
Yep. And in most states, in other states, you can check out our Hooch Finder and see where you can get it closest to you.
Hooch Finder.
The Hooch Finder.
The Hooch Finder. Okay, man. Well, let's jump into this. This is lefties. I think people have seen these. They never, ever, 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 ever get old when you're looking at these people who are just lunatics out there. It's a lefty liberal lunatic fringe of people, and these oh my god, it's hilarious. So here's Rita's show. Rita Panahi. She does the Lefties Losing It segment, and it's freaking awesome. This is a gal who did the White House Correspondents' Dinner or something like that, and is just an awful person and a racist, I believe.
Yeah. It is possible to be a person of color and be racist. Let's just say that out loud.
How dare you? Only white people can.
Say it out loud.
Only I can be a racist. Just let me know.
Yeah, I can be half racist.
You can be half racist because you're kind of a half-breed, half racist.
Because I'm half breed.
Right.
Yeah. I'm half Mexican, half racist.
Yeah, there you go. You're half gringo, half Mexican, therefore you're half racist. So,
Oh yeah.
it's kind of hilarious. But anyway, let's get what she's talking. And let's just check out this wonderful little sweet little buttercup and how she's talking.
Because this alleged comic, Amber Ruffin, has been removed as the headline act for the White House Correspondents' Dinner, a tragedy for comedy.
Let's get back to the monologue. During the Houston Astros World Series victory parade on Monday, Senator Ted Cruz was reportedly hit with a beer can in the chest and neck. It missed his spine because he doesn't have one.
Oh dear,
Oh,
she's not only painfully unfunny, she's also a lefty losing it, who intended to use the occasion to grandstand.
You're kind of
Shocker.
a bunch of murderers. I mean, so like they were like, you need to be, equal and make sure that that you give it to both sides and blah blah blah. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be freaking doing that, dude.
Murderers. And speaking on the podcast you saw there, a far left clown site, The Daily Beast, Amber Ruffin revealed just what a nasty lefty she is, saying Republicans are not even human.
I think it's just that burns on Trump hurt badly. And then it trickles down to everyone who is around him because y'all also guilty. So I think they got their feelings hurt. And they want that false equivalency that the media does. They want that. It feels great. It makes them feel like human beings. But they
Yes.
shouldn't get to feel that way because they're not.
Some people are more.
It's crazy.
I'm letting out a big, huge ass sigh right here. I don't know if you can hear it. Hold on. Does anybody in their right mind think that this freakazoid is funny? I mean,
I never heard of this
I've never
person
heard of her
until now. You know what I
she's
mean?
not
Until
funny.
until she got removed from the dinner. Like
Right.
she's not funny. I mean, there's a lot of women. It's not a men-women thing, right?
No.
I am a huge
It's
fan.
horrible comic thing is what this is.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of comedy. I'm a huge fan of stand-up. I love that a lot of comedians went to podcasting and doing that stuff. Absolutely a fan. Huge. Love it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of funny women comedians that I really love and enjoy. It's not because it's a woman. It's not because she's black. I love a ton of black comedians.
Oh,
it's not any of that. It's because she's unfunny and she has an agenda. And I mean,
it is blatant.
But it's
I mean,
blatant.
there's some black leftist comedians who, women and men, who are funny, who I disagree with their politics, but most of the time they're funny. Sometimes their jokes are like, really, Republicans have no spine. Republicans are this, that. I mean, a blatant paintbrush of Republicans and conservatives is just it's like, shut the F up.
Take Jon Stewart, dude. I hate his politics.
Yeah.
As far as his delivery and his comedy,
Gold.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
I mean, and you'd have to laugh at it. You know what I mean? And a lot of things too. It's like, okay, I don't agree with you, but you presented it in such a hilarious way. I gotta watch and I gotta take it in. It's stuff like that. Like if you were, I mean, he's obviously in a position where he can kind of lead his agenda, but he's not doing it. I don't know. I guess it's just in a different
maliciously.
Way. Yeah, maliciously, yes.
Yeah.
And I think that this person kind of had that in her mind that's what she wanted to do, and that's just not going to fly.
Well, and it's
especially at a White House Correspondents' Dinner. I mean,
right? It's like, oh my God, know your audience. First of all,
yeah, like do it in the club or do it on a podcast. It's great, it's fine.
Yeah,
but you're gonna bring this kind of bullshit to.
But these jokes aren't. These jokes aren't funny. When you broad paint stroke the whole Democrat, the whole Republican side, the whole conservative side, as murderers, as this, that, and the other, as stuff that's just inherently not even funny because it's not even relevant, it's not even representative, it's just a talking point, it is just a shot across the bow, if you will. And it's none of it is funny. She's horrible. That little SNL or whatever it was before they did the interview with her, her delivery was not good. I'm not a professional comedian or anything like that either, but I hope I do deliver a little bit better than what she was doing. She's horrible. That was horrible, dude.
Well, I was thinking that, when I saw that, I was like, you know what? This joke actually could have been funny if the delivery was, proper. And it just wasn't, Yeah.
No, she's just a horrible, pithy, just disgusting human being who has a bone to pick, who has an agenda to push out there, who has a narrative to make sure. Is she getting paid for that? Is somebody paying her to push this out there? Because she has to be, because nobody in their right mind, I would never see her in a comedy club, even if I thought, you know what I mean? I would never, she's not funny at all. But she thinks she is. That's the hilarious part. She thinks she's funny.
And I think that, the good thing about people like this is they burn themselves out pretty quick. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And they think they're a firecracker, but what do we know about firecrackers? Quick burn, quick explosion, and then it's over. So that's kind of what I think. And I think that's what's going to happen.
And it just kind of shows how the people on the left are. They are just they're lunatics. The mental mindset of this person is so out there and so deranged that they would put it, what they say out there as a broad category of what everybody, a murderer or rapist or racist or anything. I mean, whatever it is. And none of that shit's funny. And, you've seen them in the videos where they act freaking out because Trump got elected, or they freak out because he passed this, that, or the other bill or executive order, or oh my God, Doge is cutting funding, and they freak out. Oh my God, Elon Musk owns Doge, so we freak out and we trash every Tesla owner's vehicle, which you should all be going to jail. You should all be going to jail for this shit.
Yeah,
But
they're gonna prosecute him too.
it's a mental disorder, right? Mental.
Well, I
mental
agree,
disorder.
and we've talked about the woke side before, and it's really the difference between being woke and being awake. You know what I mean? And if you are awake to bullshit and you're not, being just roped in by some sort of narrative, then you can see that it's all bullshit. You know what I mean? And it's all lies, and it's all just stuff to shove down your throat to further, their army, I guess, if you would say, if you could say, into pushing this stupid narrative out. You know what I mean?
Well, it's like when Officer Tatum went to UC Davis the other day, this last weekend, to do a thing for Turning Point USA, Charlie Kirk's thing. And then you had all the Antifa thugs. They said, and here it is. Here it is again.
Mm-hmm.
You disagree with what the other side says. You don't just sit there and no, we didn't hold up a sign, disagree, whatever. No, you come in and you get violent. You start to tear down their tents. You start to tear their chairs. You actually even hit an older lady who was holding a sign. You hit her in the back of the head. You coward pussy. And then you come up here, and Officer Tatum had to, if you saw the video, he gets up there, this girl's on her bike, of course, full face mask, helmet, everything to cover, because nobody wants to show their face because they're cowards.
Right.
And he pushes her down real fast. She falls down on her bike. It was awesome to see, by the way. But the cops were told not to do anything. Oh, we can't do anything to kids. Well, you continue to allow this to happen, they're going to do it more and more and more. If there's no consequences for their actions, they're going to continue to do this more. And that's what they're doing.
And the thing is too and they stuck so hard on the J6 thing.
Oh my God.
But right now they're advocating property damage, and they're advocating this sort of violence. But and how is that any different? The contradiction is just it's absolutely insane. How is this any different than anything that they claim happened at J6 that didn't actually happen?
Right. And they claimed a lot, because are they going to do the same thing they did with the George Floyd riots everywhere?
Of course they are.
Where they're going to bail out all the people who actually do get arrested for this shit. And then they're out in a couple hours because they got bailed out by the Democrat donors, or the George Soros Democrat donor groups who did this. Now, the J6ers didn't get anything like that because, it was this side or the right side. Mm-hmm. But are they going to do the same thing with all these people? Are they going to bail these people? Are they going to bail out all the Tesla protesters who carve swastikas into somebody's Tesla or burn the dealership? Are they going to bail these people out also? Probably. And then it'll continue on. Well, we can do whatever. We'll get bailed out by our Democrat donor party. And that's why we love voting Democrat, because they're so moral and have such integrity, and they're inclusive, and they're tolerant, and everything else.
Well, and these are everyday working, living adults doing this kind of thing. And that's
what's
sad.
Are they working, though? If they have time to do this, are they really working?
They might not, but that's what it's sad to me. And it almost seems like, you know what I mean? Like they get an anonymous phone call, on their phone, and they're like, you need to
your mission, should you decide to accept it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. And that's it kind of seems orchestrated. You know what I mean? And they were talking about
it doesn't kind of seem. Oh, it is
right.
Definitely orchestrated.
And Elon himself was saying that we have to go after the heads of these these organizations that are
pull the money, pull the funding.
Yeah,
put these people, put the Soroses of the world in jail. Keep them from being able to donate to these efforts. Yeah, no, I agree with you. Cut off the head. Hope it's not a Hydra where two more grow back. and unfortunately, I think that's kind of what happens.
It's disgusting.
So yeah, so these people are lunatics. They are freaks, and they do these things. They post. It's like the video we just did, where the lady is complaining about her husband, who is like, yeah, oh, he's great on paper. Remember that? If you watch our other video we just did, great on paper, but in reality, it's like, oh my God, you have to post it. You're a lunatic. Stop putting your personal world out there for everybody to see. Nobody cares. Shut the fuck up.
Well, I mean, if you live and let be, this world would be a lot more like we grew up in the 80s. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A little less chippy, a little less mad, a little less agenda driven. I mean,
you learn to deal with it, dish it back.
Well, we still, exactly. Like necessary bullies that we've talked about. I mean, It's just one of those things. Like, get over it. Get over yourself. You're not. I mean, none of us are that important, and none of us are going to win an award for carving and scratching Teslas or burning down the goddamn manufacturing facility.
Yeah. So I mean,
or a dealership or whatever it is.
These people really need to grow up, and they really need to. They're so. I hate to say it, the internet has been, and cell phones have been a double-edged sword, good and bad. And we have all these people, like this lady complaining about her husband to the world. Oh, poor me. I have a husband who's loyal. I have a husband who do everything. He's a great dad and all that. But I need more. Oh my God. Shut the fuck up. And then you have these people who have to get out there. And this is where the internet is bad again, is because they're people who are following them, then they get paid. They put out these videos and people are just watching the freak show that is them. And they're getting money for it, and they continue to do it. So you remember remember we did a little lefties losing it type of thing a little bit ago. We had this guy who wears the glasses, has the curly hair, and it's a total dude. We all know it. I mean, I'm not saying anything that we all don't know.
Sure.
But anyway, so this guy's quit calling me sir. Oh, he called me to the manager. Oh, he called me sir twice. I told him not to. Blah blah blah. It's like a knife, and it's twisted in my heart. And yada yada. Yeah. Oh, well, okay, Mr. Drama Queen. And I will call you a he. You will always be a he. Doesn't matter. You can change the label on that. Dos Equis. And it's still Dos Equis beer inside.
I know, Corona. Well, that's kind of the thing, and we've talked about the world owes me something culture, and when you're right, when people can do rants like this on social media platforms, and they have so many followers that they get paid for it, then it kind of shows a reward for their bullshit, and then people start to try to follow suit. Right. And get those same things. All this money. Yeah. If I just put my nonsense out there, I might get paid too. You know what I mean?
And that's what we're hoping to do. I mean,
well, then it creates this. It creates this, sheepish effect. You know what I mean?
Right.
But we do. But that's another thing too. It's like we're putting our opinions out there, but we're not putting our bullshit. A personal life and crying about it all over that fucking TikToks.
I peed blood today, and like, whoa, TMI, buddy.
Yeah, right.
Back that truck up for a second. Hold on, let's not go crazy now. I don't need to know about all that. But anyway, here's this guy. He goes by Lilly. If you haven't, I don't know what the last name is. I don't care. But Lilly, who used to, still is, be a dude. Here's what this guy looked like before. Yeah. And let's listen to this and then watch the progression as I go through these. And let's make sure our volume is up. Yep, we're good. And let's go. That's right. Do you recognize him now, people? Oh, now you're starting to recognize him. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh.
Oh God. The fucking crop top.
Oh my God. But it's the curly hair that was like,
oh yeah.
I mean, it's just,
yeah.
Is this more? No, it's the same. I mean, it's just, It's kind of disgusting. So I don't know if, and I think I might have it in here, but we'll go on. He's talking about things. Oh, here, check this out. Now, this is not what you want to do. He was going through his surgery. We'll get to that. I think there's a video on that here in a minute. But here's 4 questions you never want to ask a trans person. God. Guess what? 4 questions I'm going to be asking a trans person.
Yeah. Where's your dick?
Yeah.
Questions that you never ask a trans person. Question number 1. Have you gotten the surgery? Look, I understand
Why
the
not?
curiosity
Have you?
about bottom surgery. Is one of the reasons I talk about it so much on my feed. But not every
Sounds
trans
just like a
person
woman.
wants
It's
to
hard to tell the
discuss their
difference within
downstairs with
videos.
someone they just met. It's a pretty personal thing to talk about. So unless they bring it up first, please refrain from asking questions. Question number 2. What
Gotta know.
do you use? The bathroom
What
someone
bathroom do you
uses is their
use?
own dang business. I am a woman and I feel
No, you're
comfortable
not.
using the
Okay.
women's room.
Zip. Time
You're
out.
not. No.
Time out. I'm throwing the challenge flag. You're not a woman.
I think we talked about this too before, Barn.
Oh, yeah.
If you
Dos Equis.
if I can tell that you're a man, no matter whether you're wearing a dress or what, and you
Right.
walk into the same bathroom as my daughters are in, buddy, I'm pulling you out by your neck
We're
because
getting
you
in trouble.
it ain't going down like that, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. It's you can pretend and live in your little fantasy deranged lunatic world of your own, thinking that you're this, that, or the other, and all that crap. Non-binary and all this. It's like, oh my God, these people are just nuts, nut jobs.
Yeah.
But yeah, you walk into the bathroom and our daughters are in there. Oh, we're throwing down.
We're gonna have problems.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
drag
fun.
you out by your freaking curly hair and pull you out of the bathroom. Yeah, I don't want my daughters in there with you.
Room. But if I didn't feel comfortable, I could use the men's room and no one should bat an eyelash.
No one should bat an eyelash. So
No
basically, you're
one-
saying you could do whatever the F you want.
Yep. You're free to do whatever you want, whenever
So
you want.
So, are you gonna pretend you're a girl and be a girl, or if I'm uncomfortable, then I'll just go ahead and use the boys' bathroom, the men's room.
So that means your rights
Right.
overtake my
everyone.
rights as a person.
Yeah.
Yours are more important than mine, right?
Of course.
That's
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Duh. It's pretty
Duh.
obvious. It's pretty obvious his rights supersede everyone else's.
Supersede. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're just there to pee. So what does it matter what bathroom we use? Question
it does.
number 3. So is dating like extra hard for you? My dating life has been a million times better since I transitioned.
I call bullshit.
Yeah, I've got to call bullshit on that.
I call bullshit.
Yeah.
There is no way your dating life is a million times better. Right? There's
So
no
the
effing way.
the
You're a
psychology
million times
on
better.
this is just mind blowing because
Mental
you know,
disorder.
okay, if you're gonna date, so
Who you date?
who you dating? Are you dating who you dating? Because I don't know.
I think he mentioned it in one of these next videos. Who you
I mean,
dating.
so are you trying to attract a manly man like such as ourselves, Barn?
I'm
would
right
this
for manly
even-
man. I don't care what anybody says.
Would this even be attractive for you?
Yeah, I would like to know
no.
that too as well.
Okay, so so you're not going to date somebody like us, like a man's man.
Right.
And so who are you
Like
going to
have
date?
a
Are you going to
nose
take like
ring and then
a
eyeliner.
femme man? Yeah. Are you a
Makeup.
gay man? Are you going to date a gay man? Are you going to date a straight woman? This is there's not a ton of options out there for you. So, saying that you're dating like
million
got a
times
million times better,
right.
absolute bullshit.
Oh my God.
used to show up to dates pretending to be someone I wasn't. But now that I can
Oh, wait. You used to show up to dates pretending to be something or someone you weren't. And what are you doing
now? You're not pretending to be somebody you're not.
So what is this now?
I don't know. It's so mind bending. It's hard to wrap
disorder.
Yeah.
Mental disease. Yeah.
Show up as myself, I find my relationships so much more fulfilling. And finally,
are we not doing phrasing?
Do you find your relationships much more fulfilling? Are you?
Bullshit. It's delusion, man.
Number 4. Do you think you'll ever regret it? The answer is always no.
Yes.
Think about it. To be trans in 2024 means giving up a lot of comfort and privilege. Every trans person has weighed these things heavily before coming out, so there's no point in even asking. Yes, it was worth it.
No. It is worth asking. Because we're still trying to figure out the psychology of what is rattling around in that little pea brain of yours.
Well, and that's kind of the thing. I mean, if you keep asking, then it may cause some self-reflection.
Yeah, and so therefore, don't ask me because I don't want to do that because I don't want to.
Exactly. I don't want to admit some bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Because I can't go back now or something. Yeah, which we'll see here in a minute. Hold on.
No, I will never regret it because my life is so.
And you know that? How? How will you know you'll never regret it?
Yeah. I mean, you've got a little bit of life to live still, it looks like. And if she did get the if he did get the bottom surgery, it's hard not to regret that. I mean, at some point.
Well, just wait till the last one. We have 2 more after this to watch, and the last one's disturbing. But here, check this out because this is hilarious. Because he went through more facial feminization surgery. I think they call it FFS. Right one, or is that for the other one? Anyway, that might be for the full Monty. This is for, I think, just the facial to get rid of the Adam's apple thing and stuff like that. And let's see what he talks about on this, because this poor stranger person who's stranger than strange is mentally deranged. I mean, I hate to say, I'm sorry people who think that, I'm sure these are nice people, but when you want to change your physical body and genitalia and everything else, you have a mental problem. There's not, all the synapses are not firing, all the wires are not perfectly straight, they're crisscrossed and everything else. Think about it.
Well, and that's another thing too. Like, I don't want to place all blame on these people just being just nutballs inside. Society's done this, you know what I mean?
They've encouraged this.
Yeah, maybe it stemmed from a childhood thing, but I mean, to go this far into this just cave is really, really it's disturbing.
What was your first thought when Bruce Jenner said that he was thinking of this forever, and he was 60 something plus, almost 70 years old, whatever, when he finally did the transition to Caitlyn? He is still he. He has got a problem. If you have been this person for all these years, and especially, and then you still chat, there's something not right in the top drawer.
Yeah, I still think it's a huge mental illness thing that's not been checked, right? You know what I mean?
Great person, awesome, whatever, but you have something seriously wrong with you. Now check this out, because this is where he went through this to try to look more like a girl, and let's see how that turned out.
Lilly Tino's pricey plastic surgery did nothing. She should demand a refund. Recently, Lilly Tino made a big deal about undergoing facial feminization surgery, claiming she had multiple procedures done. But reality hit hard. After countless comparisons, there's barely any noticeable difference. The only visible change, a slightly adjusted hairline. Naturally, people are confused. What exactly did this feminization surgery even involve? Or was this just a publicity stunt? Even more suspicious, she was live streaming just before surgery. Yet somehow her recovery period was shockingly short. Less than a month later, she was back on TikTok like nothing happened. Anyone familiar with facial surgery knows the healing process takes at least 3 months. So how did she recover so fast? It just doesn't add up, making people wonder if there was ever a real procedure in the first place. Plus, in every post-op photo and video, there's no swelling, no bruising, nothing. To top it off, she boldly claimed she had her Adam's apple reduced, yet it's still clearly visible in her videos. With so many inconsistencies, it's hard not to question. Did Lilly Tino actually Lilly Tino?
Well, here's another thing too. It's a hey, look at me. You know what I mean? I mean, with the black lipstick and the hard
visibility.
Yeah, I and that's kind of it goes back to what we said earlier about it's like, what do you want to do in the bedroom and that kind of stuff? It should not spill over into your daily life like that. Like, keep that private. You know what I mean? It's
or within your group of friends, but don't put it out there. But but they're getting paid. We have people wanting to watch the freak show that this is.
You're not wrong.
You know, and so people. I mean, okay, you remember the old circus days where you went and you literally watch a freak show? The bearded lady, the dog-faced boy, the Siamese twins, and you know, stuff like that. People are going to pay to see this shit, and now they don't have to go to a circus; they just dial it up online.
A lot easier, and it's free.
Yeah, right. It's free. All I have to do is watch it, but then the number of views they get paid, so it all works out for everybody. You get a free show, but then they get paid, so they continue doing it, and it's a vicious circle, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's another gal that talks about this surgery that he went through, and I have to laugh because it's like, I couldn't find the one where it shows him going 5 days before, and he always does this weird head turn.
Oh,
Next
God.
one. Yeah. Next one. 5 days, 4 days, 3 days, 2 days after, 3 days after, and then it goes through 10 days after, 15, then it goes all the way to 30 days. A head turn, every single one. And it's a freaky look he has on his face.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God.
Like I haven't seen it, but that sounds creepier.
If I could find it, I'll put it in. I'll edit it in here if I can find it and put it in. But it's just, oh my God. So let's check this out because everybody's calling him out. Like, did you actually you got ripped off, dude? You look exactly the same.
We haven't spoken about Lilly Tino before. Lilly Tino has recently undergone FFS, facial feminization surgery. We're going to react to a couple of videos today.
Apparently that's
Lily's face reveal, and then we have another content creator who is talking about this surgery and possibly claiming that they didn't actually get any surgery.
I don't
Drama,
think
I know.
Happened either.
It has been 20 days since my FFS. About 70% of the swelling is gone. So let me show you around.
Doesn't look like you have any swelling.
For reference, here's what I looked like before. First up is the hairline. You can see that it has been moved forward. Now my nose is quite...
Are you going to do something about your vocal cords? Because don't you still sound like a dude?
Still sounds like a dude to me.
I got my Adam's apple done, and my hairline got lowered.
Oh my God!
And you wonder why people don't take you seriously that you're a woman and keep calling you sir every time you go to a restaurant, which you seem to have to always film.
Yeah, like you just happen to be filming it. That's the thing too. Like,
it's quite swollen.
It
doesn't look quite swollen to me. Still, sorry.
If you didn't look like a man, people wouldn't mistake you for a man.
You are looking like a man.
Plain and simple. Sorry,
you're looking like a man.
Yeah.
It's quite swollen, and that will go down over time, but take a look. You can see it's way more of a ski slope now. Also, my brow bone is way less pronounced. Now, my lips haven't changed, but they went through my lower mouth to get to my jaw. It's hard to see the result here right now because there is a lot of swelling, but over time, you'll see that it is much softer.
Does it look like a lot of swelling to you?
No, it looks like zero swelling.
Does it look like zero swelling? Yeah.
Last but not least, the Adam's apple is gone.
I'm
Is
gonna
it?
do something here that I never thought I would do. I am gonna defend Lily. Everyone is claiming that there's been no surgery, and the comments
There might have been
aren't
some
great.
surgery.
As a
Oh,
trans woman,
great
I
for
can
that.
see the elements of the surgery. What I think might have happened, in my personal opinion, is the approach that the surgeon has done has been very soft, like very gentle, and also mix that with some residual swelling that's still there. I think those combined
You can see
together
much
makes
swelling at all,
not
I
too
don't
much
think,
of
yeah.
a difference from the before and after. You can see her brow bone had a bump.
Please comment in the comments section if you think that you see swelling or anything else that's a drastic change. If it's such a subtle surgery, and okay, I can see a little bit in the nose, grant you that. I don't know if everything that he paid for, he got.
I don't know.
Just saying.
Yeah.
I know it's you're speechless.
Before, and now it's a little bit softer. This content creator who reacted to Lily having surgery has got almost 6 million views. So people are agreeing with it then. Like,
6 million views, and you wonder why freak shows put these freak videos out for their freakness.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. 6 million views. People
6
want to
million
watch the
views.
freak show.
Watch a couple more seconds of this, and then we'll watch the most disturbing video that Lily put out that was prior to the surgery and what was going to happen.
I was supposed to put these in this cup for the video. How bad am I? Do you know what? Women have.
I can't really see
right,
the
let's
nipples
watch
in that
it.
shirt anyway.
Lily,
You're fine.
they are really who is the biggest threats to the LGBTQ community. This was not a facial feminization surgery or whatever Lily claimed for it to be. I think it was something with the forehead and maybe hair restoration. I don't know. So Lily can pretend to be trans still and
She's
scam
nailing
the
it.
people on the internet.
Damn.
2.5 weeks ago was the surgery, and there's no bruising, there's no swelling. No, I smell.
I do agree that people
It's about
like
bullshit, too.
Valentino, their opinions, their views,
Yikes.
how they're making their videos, why they're making videos, the rage-based element of their videos, that is damaging to the trans community. And you all know that I say that. So I agree.
Oh my god! And so we have to worry about what's damaging to the trans community. I'm sorry. If you're putting out videos like this out there, and you know you're going to get comments, and this is damaging to you, stop putting fucking videos out.
Why? Yeah, why do it? Like,
Why are you doing it then?
yeah.
If you are so fragile,
Why would you open yourself up to the humiliation and or speculation? Like, why do it?
why would you do it? I think you are setting yourself up. Then you have people like her defending you and your position and making it okay rather than saying, you know what, you are putting these videos out. If you can't handle the pros and cons of responses to what you're doing when you're putting your life out there, don't do it. If you can't handle it, don't do it.
You know, that's the same thing. It's the hey, look at me. You know what
Right.
I mean? And to be honest with you, like that's so. You do a transition, and you're transitioning to a woman, and you're
No.
You were
Hold on. You're not transitioning to a woman. I'm going to correct you here just for a minute. You know what I'm saying? You're not transitioning to a woman. You're transitioning to a pretend woman
right
because you're always a dude. You're still the Dos Equis bottle is still Dos Equis beer inside you, no matter how much you change that label.
right. And that's kind of the thing, though, is you'll never have the true feminization
Nope.
that women possess. You know what I mean?
Nope.
And you can't fake that, and you can't learn that. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
just a natural thing. And when you're overdoing it like this much, and the hey, look at me, and the bright red lipstick and all this kind of
And
stuff,
then the bright
that-
red hair on top of it.
right? That's not feminine. Like, you don't
No.
see normal women doing that. So
You see some maybe
why-
when they're going out, but not on a daily, everyday basis like this.
well, the thing is too is
Usually.
you're overplaying what feminine beauty looks like. You know what I mean?
It's a slap in the face to women, really.
It really is.
And you're a woman.
And
They do this shit.
That's the biggest thing that bothers me.
Yeah, exactly. So this is the last one. This is the most disturbing one. And this is on the ill factor. This hits up there like 9. This is like a 9 on the ill
turning already.
factor.
Hopefully this is the last one.
You're gonna love this. And please feel free to react as you would.
There's a garbage can over here.
All right, check this out because you're just gonna. Ew! This is gross.
K-pops removed, but now it's time to turn my candy cane into a donut. After the procedure is done, I will stay in the hospital for about a week. And while I'm there, they will pack my freshly made donut with napkins. This will ensure that everything sets in place and the donut doesn't close in on itself. After about a week, they will remove the napkin and send me home with instructions to dilate. Dilating serves the same purpose as the napkin, making sure that the donut doesn't close in on itself. Just instead of using the napkins, you use a plastic candy cane or dilator that you place inside of the donut for 20 minutes a day. As you heal, your donut will become more resilient and you will increase the size of your dilator until eventually you're ready for the big leagues and you only have to dilate a couple times a week. That being said, a lot of people don't want to dilate. It's understandable. The good news is that you can get a zero-depth donut, one that looks the exact same but doesn't require dilation. There are certain things that you can't...
And what does that mean? A zero-depth donut?
What does that do for someone who
How do you pee?
Copulate.
And that...
do with a zero-depth donut, but that trade-off is worth it to some people. Personally, I am down to dilate because I am sick and tired of my candy cane, and I'm going into 2026 with a donut. I got my cake pops removed.
Oh my.
The mental illness has just gone so far that man, you know, and that's another thing too, like, to each his own. If this is what you want to do,
you're an adult.
This is how you want to mutilate your own body. Fine. I get, you know what I mean? Fine.
But do we really? No, I don't have to watch her videos, but I'm going to the freak show because
well,
I gotta know what these morons are doing out there.
This is another thing, though, too. Is like, okay, so he says his dating life is 1,000,000 times better.
1,000,000, not 100 times better.
When 1,000,000, yeah. When it comes time to, heavy pet. What's the conversation? You know what I mean?
Okay, so don't you know? I mean, like we said, there have been some over the years, and maybe many, who have done the transition surgery to look like a woman, and some are unreal that it's hard to tell the difference.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gorgeous. There's no doubt what this is.
Yeah, right.
There's no doubt what this is. Sorry,
it's
shaking off
it's the Frankenstein job, right? Yeah, it's giving me the chills. That's what it's doing.
I'm telling you, people. See, I made that mistake as well. He is profiting off of the freak show that is his life.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan Mulvaney is profiting off the freak show that is his life.
Mm-hmm.
His caricature, also, like Lilly, of a woman should really kind of like upset women. Like, I'm sorry, how dare you pretend you are what I am? You know, right. And it's just it's just the mental disorder derangement that these people are going through, I couldn't tell you. Same with Caitlyn Jenner, Bruce Jenner.
Well, it begs the question, and this is kind of what, I've just kind of had this broad stroke question out there for a long time is where are the feminists at?
Right.
Where are they at? Why are they staying quiet? Why are they not taking to the streets and stomping and saying something about this? That's what blows me away, because they're the ones that are, really making women look bad for not coming out and saying something about this. Because you put 10 women in a room and you can't tell me that the majority of them are going to be offended by this shit, right?
Right. Or at least you go, oh my God, what is this in a room with us here? And it's okay. And understand we're saying this, kind of being rude, kind of being whatever, because we're being entertaining. But I'm sure these people are nice people. I'm sure these people are, whatever. But again, biologically, down to the nuts and bolts of the situation, the wires are crossed in the head. There's something going on. If you feel like you have to do this type of thing to yourself, you do the whole donut and the candy cane thing for the top version, then you seriously have something wrong with you. And I'm not being rude. I'm just saying biologically, you are messed up. You have a mental problem.
Well, and I think it comes from weak-mindedness, man. I just got to say, because if you're allowing yourself, it's like those guys that want to participate in women's sports. Like, okay, well, you weren't good enough,
right,
to be recognized as a good athlete, as a man. So just give it up. Do something else. You know what I mean? You're a shit athlete. Instead of having to go and try to dominate, in women's sports.
Which is,
it's
well,
it's sad. You know what I mean? Because it's becoming an epidemic.
Yeah. I'm sorry to let you finish, but it's like, this is the same or similar. I mean, obviously this is a different level, but it's the same or similar type of mental disease that you have when you have somebody who is a murderer, a killer. Mm-hmm. Not like what's her face said earlier, but who's a killer. The fact that you think it's okay to kill somebody, or the fact that it's okay for you to be with underage children, or the fact that you feel it's okay to do this, that, and the other, whatever, you also have a mental disorder.
Well, yeah, and it's the undying, making excuses for your mental wires being crossed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're the justification for the derangement. Yeah.
And that's what seems like they're doing, and they put this out there, and then they get either validation or they get ridicule, and they don't like the ridicule, but they'll take the ridicule for the validation. It's like a golf game. You can do a shitty hit all day long. You get one great shot, you'll still play the game the next day.
You coming back?
Yeah, coming back. I know I can do better. So. Yeah, it's one of those, and this is just disturbing. This is a crazy person who loves to put these videos out, complaining that people are calling him sir when he thinks he looks like a woman, and you may slightly look like a woman, but you certainly don't sound like a woman. And put it all together, it's just not working. So, yeah. Anyway, this is just the craziness. This is part of and I'm not saying this is all lefties that are doing stuff like this, because I'm sure some people, and they're deranged too if they're conservatives as well. It's like, well, why are you doing that? And then, okay, well, you feel it, to each your own. You can do your own thing, but you do have a problem and all of that. And so
it needs to be addressed.
It needs to be addressed.
Not addressed, like not put a
not
dress
a
on
dress,
it,
but a dress. Yeah, but no, I know what you're saying. A little play on words there. Gotcha. Well, gang, we thank you so much for joining the Rude Barn podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show today, and you'll come back and enjoy the next one on our next podcast. And Mara, question everything. What's going on? Question everything.
Gotta do it, gang.
Yeah. So have a good one, y'all, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.
Later.